Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kat and today I would like to talk about Lovely Girls by Margot Hunt. In the story, Kate and Alex moved to Florida after Kate's husband died in a car crash. Unfortunately for them, Alex almost immediately draws the attention of the local mean girls. And while trying to build a new life and finding new friends, Kate doesn't really pay attention to what is happening in Alex's world. But then a body is washed ashore. The book starts out with the appearance of the corpse and then jumps back in time a bit, so it keeps you guessing who actually died there for quite some time. The bullies / mean girls were quite flat characters. I mean, you only ever encounter them as like the villains of a scene, really, but a bit more than I'm mean because I can, because I think I'm better than you would have been nice as a motivation for them. Despite seeing the whole story from Kate's and Alex's perspective, I can't tell you an awful lot about those two characters either. Except that they have issues communicating with each other. I mean, okay, Alex is a teenager, but still, you could work on better family relations there. But I can tell you that Kate totally hits the jackpot with Joe, the guy she starts dating at some point in the book. Because he bends over backwards to help her out even though they barely know each other, and he runs a successful business on the side. He always has time for her when she has problems, and he's generally one of the nicest characters in the whole book, or possibly the nicest character in the whole book. So yeah, Kate, well, I don't want to say knows how to pick them, because you learn a couple of things about her late husband that make you wonder whether she just wants to punish herself or something. Joe's also a bit too good for reality, I suppose, because given how little they know each other, he really goes all out for her. I mean, it's nice for Kate, but doesn't strike me as massively realistic. Aside from learning quite a few not so great things about plenty of characters, some of them read a bit like a caricature. Like Kate's neighbor is just like the epitome of nosiness and superficial interest in everything and gossiping. So she was actually trying to be helpful at points, and it was still really hard to not despise her anyway. And you have so many characters in there being completely deranged in their actions. It's like, do you ever step back and look at your own behavior? But the answer is clearly no for these characters, because holy hell. But yeah, quite a few things going on there with plenty of mean girls of any age group. The main thing that kept me engaged here was wondering who actually died in the end. And along the way, plenty of nasty things are revealed about plenty of characters. So there's hardly any actually nice person around, really, except Joe. I made a couple of notes while reading about things that seemed a bit odd or off to me. So at some point, Kate thinks about her late husband and diagnoses him with depression. This might well be true, but maybe leave diagnosing these kinds of things to professionals and not your local furniture seller, which is what Kate actually does as a job. And she also gives me no indication that she's done an awful lot of research into this, so just throwing depression out there because you guess that might be it is like, yeah, no, I'm rather not, thank you. Someone asks Kate whether she managed to install spyware on her daughter's phone yet, and her reply is, oh no, I haven't gotten around to it yet. And I'm sitting here like, lady, this is not the right response to why you don't have this kind of spyware on your daughter's phone. The reason should be that doesn't belong there, because I can talk to my daughter and trust her and don't need to spy on her. But yeah, hasn't gotten around to it yet. A fairly random mistake. At some point Alex talks to her therapist back home, Beatrice, and she just changes names to Bridget in the middle of the scene, but only for one instance. And like, okay, this really pulls you out of the story, so yeah, strange. Oh, and similar to most cozy mysteries, the police work going on in this town is shockingly bad. Like unbelievably bad. So if you're in the mood for a quick thriller playing in the suburbs of Florida with plenty of mean characters, then this might be for you. I'd give it this cat. I've read better thrillers, I've read worse, but it was fine. Let me know your favorite thriller author in the comments. Like and subscribe if you want to help this channel out, and I'll be back next week with another video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye folks!